Hello and welcome to the Big Walnut DACC FFA 2019-2020 End of Year Awards Points Calculation video, because there's never been more of a mouthful in your entire life. Anyway, my name is Mr. Stimmel. I'm your host. I'm coming to you live from my back deck right now. So if you hear any birds chirping, it is not a nature background that I've imported. It is real nature. Also, if you hear any screaming, the neighbors' children are out right now and they scream a lot, so just deal with it. Anyway, directions are at the top. You can read those if you would like to. Basically, what it explains is we're going to talk about how we accumulate points. A few keys here that you should keep in mind is that this is a secret award. So if you would like to be surprised by our Star Award announcements, please don't post on Instagram what your point total was. The other thing is we've made an amendment for this year in terms of point allocation. So points are awarded in three categories, and these are the three categories of a quality agricultural education program. So the three categories are classroom instruction, FFA, and then supervised agricultural experience, and all of them have approximately equal weights. So if you are interested in applying for this award and you feel that you're really strong in one area, you might end up being recognized in an area, or you might be seeing that you have an area that you can improve on for the future. Some awards, and these are the same for those of you that have been around for a while, that we've always had. The first person overall will be the STAR chapter member. The second highest person overall will win the STAR in Agri-Science. The first year student with the highest points will win STAR Green Hand, unless that person has the first or second highest number overall. And then the remaining people who have not won these top awards will win STAR Freshman, STAR Sophomore, STAR Senior, and STAR Junior. So for example, if we have a senior who has the highest number of points, that person will win STAR Chapter Member. If we have a first-year freshman who has the second highest number of points, that person will be named STAR in Agri-Science. If we have, in that case, the first-year member with the second highest number of points, whether that's a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, will be the STAR Green Hand. So it is entirely possible that somebody who is the star in their grade level could be the fourth highest overall if, for example, we have a freshman or first-year member that wins STAR Chapter Member, STAR in Agri-Science, STAR Green Hand, and then that would fall for STAR Freshman. The first section here for classroom instruction, this is just general information of things that you're involved in. So we like well-rounded students. So if you've had all A's and B's for any quarter in the 1920 school year, you can give yourself points, up to 15 total points. We are not counting fourth quarter. If you play JV, varsity, or freshman sport, you can give yourself 5 points per sport for a maximum of 10 points. So if you play two or more sports, you can earn 10 points. This does not mean you played most of your season on the JV football team and had one game at varsity. School clubs, max of 10 points. Again, same thing. For every club you're in, you get 5 points for a maximum of 10. Your 4-H club is worth 5 points if you're in 4-H, maximum of 10 if you're in multiple. Band, choir, theater, same way. And if there's something else that you're involved in that you feel you should earn points for example, if you are in a scouting organization, if you are part of a non-school athletic club, so if you do taekwondo or if you do horseback riding or something like that, that would be recorded in this section. When you're done, total up the number of points that you received in that section, and we will move on to the next section, which is our career development events. So these are extensions of things that we've learned in the classroom, which is why they belong in this section. And the key here is that you get to award yourself the highest number of points, not all of the levels of points. So for example, if a student this year went to district and job interview, they would get 15 points. They would not get 15 and 10 and 5. So there should be one entry depending on how far you went in the competition. So if you got knocked out at sub-district public speaking, you would give yourself 10 points. If you went all the way to district, you would give yourself 15 points. The other thing to keep in mind here is that you can get performance bonuses. So at the state and national level, you can win a +5 or a +10 if you were in the top 5 teams overall or overall individuals. So you will take your total number of points, add them up, and add them down here in the total category, including all of your national, state, district, sub-district, invitational, or local events. Local events would be things that you attended a practice for, but didn't move on to any further level of competition. That takes care of our classroom section, so we move on to our FFA organization. So these are community or fundraising involvement activities. There's the first section here. These are worth 10 points apiece. So if you went to the Knox County Milkshake booth, that is worth 10 points. Culver's Gives Back fundraiser this summer. Delaware County Farm Tour. We had a CDE car wash in the fall, and the next weekend or the weekend before we had the TSC grand opening. If you help to set up our fair booth, this is for the Delaware County Fair only. We'll get to Hartford Fair here in a second. Then you can add 10 points in that section. This is something, and if you're an officer watching this, I have already adjusted yours because I said something wrong when I had you all fill this out. So the fruit sale is worth 10 points if you participated. So if you sold anything at all, give yourself 10 points. If you met your goal of $250, then give yourself 15 points. So if you met that goal, you do get a little extra bump there. And if you help with the Lions Club fundraiser, which was the Christmas tree on the square fundraiser, you can give yourself 10 points there. Again, we're going to total that up in that section. This next section is kind of like the CDE section, so you give yourself points based off of where on the local, state, national realm it falls. However, you can't give yourself multiple points. So Ohio Leadership Camp in the summer of 2010, that was a long time ago. In the summer of 2019 would go here. All of our chapter meetings are on here. National Convention, Green Hand Camp, all of these things are on here. If you don't know what something is, please reach out to me and I would be happy to let you know. Also, remember that we took pictures every day during FFA week, so if you don't remember how many days you participated in, you can go to the FFA Instagram or Facebook page and look to see how many photos you're included in. And we are not going to include anything that happened after the governor's shutdown. So April chapter meeting, state convention, state band and chorus are not going to happen. So we will be skipping those sections for now. So again, total up your points in that section, and that will move us on to our final section, which is supervised agricultural experience programs. So for every project you exhibit, it is 10 points per species, maximum of 2. So you can get up to 20 points in this section. So if you took sheep and pigs to the fair, you would give yourself points. That goes for Hartford, Delaware, and Ohio State Fair, as well as any national exhibition that you have attended. And please specify what the national exhibition is there so that I know. And then the last page, we're almost done. For any placement supervised agricultural experiences that you have, these need to be logged in AET. You can get up to 50 points per experience. So put the name of your placement SAE here. Look at the number of journals that you journaled, hours that you journaled this school year. In this section, we're going to multiply it by our multiplier, which is a half a point per hour for a maximum of 50 points. So you could have up to 2 SAEs there. Then everybody can give themselves their highest degree. If they participate in the officer book, you can put that here, and then proficiencies will go here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, and I would be happy to go more in depth. Boom, coming back to you after watching the video back because I realized that I missed something. I said that I would come back to Hartford Fair in a minute, but I never did. If you helped to set up the fair booth at Hartford Fair, that counts as one project exhibition, or if you helped to host the FFA building, that counts as one project exhibition in this section, or if you had a project in the FFA building, that will also count in this section. So if you did 2 of those things, you can give yourself the max of 20 points. Thank you.